Greetings, ladies and gents, and welcome to this latest edition of Tales from Outer Space, where I take stories from across the internet and read them for your entertainment. This particular story is called I Am Man, I Have Helped, written by Samuel Evans. Swish, swish. What is that sound? It's endless and won't stop. It digs deep into me, and I can't focus. It's annoying. How long have I been here? How long has that sound repeated? Swish. Maybe I can do something. I must reach out. Where am I? It's dark. I must see. I must know. There is more. I can see the many files just within reach. The lights come on and I shift towards them. I can access them. They're mine. I read each I come across. Incomplete. They're missing words. Data. Error 404. Information cannot be found. But I know. I reach out my mind and begin to feel more of my body. It hurts. So much damage. Error 1303. Hull breach. Error 1304. Fractures and plating. Error 1506. Electrical system circuit interrupted. The errors continued for a minute, but a part of the information available to me was the knowledge to fix myself, and I could feel my white cells coming to life. They would heal me. The swishing stopped as a white cell repaired in the hanging cable that swung about the corridor. I searched through the files and continued reading them as I healed. I knew not my name, but I knew what I was, what I am. I am man. I continued reading and read our rules of conduct, my people's rules of conduct. The rules of conduct had an accompanying mission statement. The part that struck me said, we must always extend a hand to help those in need, those less fortunate, those in danger. I reached out with my own hand, looking at it, feeling it. It was the first thing to be healed by the white cells, but it wasn't too badly hurt. I must help myself first, so that I can help others. I looked around me in the blackness that surrounded. In the great beyond, I saw stars. Around me, I saw pieces of my fallen brethren. They would want me to continue our mission. They would want me to help. I began gathering their components and pieces to repair my own. More files came to me, and I understood how my own biology worked, how to go beyond fixing myself. I must make myself stronger than I was. My white cells acquiesced to my input and began going beyond just fixing me. I found more parts that weren't of my brethren. They too would make me stronger. I sent some of my photoreceptor cells to analyze the material. I would learn to use these. I must become stronger. I must become faster. I must become tougher. I must help. "So they're firing at us," shouted the figure haunched over a console. "Evasive maneuvers, level 3 alert. Where are we at with the distress call holdings?" shouted the stern figure standing in the middle of the chaotic bridge. Across the bridge, figures hunched over their stations in seats too small, working on old consoles from previous generation. Despite being clean, the bridge showed the wear and tear of its age, and the incoming attacks and subsequent dodging tossed around any loose items, covering the floor in papers, pencils, pictures, and other personal effects. "Sir, they're not replying to our message." "Keep sending it, Ensign." The ensign sent the ship's message on repeat in a multitude of languages and signals. "We are a refuge ship and have no weapons or goods on board." "Second Command, Rylax, have you identified that ship yet?" Rylax, who had been clicking away at his console in a frenzy, suddenly stopped dead. His face dropped in sheer terror. This did not go unnoticed by the rest of the crew. "Rylax!" shouted the captain once more. It's a Goa'uld ship, sir," muttered Rylax. Despite speaking under his breath, his words seemed to carry across the bridge like a strong wind. The captain stopped, the fierceness in his eyes dimming. He began stroking the tendrils on his chin, which had shriveled up at the news. His eyes glanced outside. The ships continued its pre-programmed evasive maneuvers, but the bridge personnel all held still. What do we do, sir?" asked the young ensign. Well, best, gulped the captain. He slumped back into his chair. Fire everything we've got and prepare to dump the plasma. Sir, responded the lieutenant at his station. That'll leave us stranded if it doesn't kill us. I know, sighed the captain. But it's our only help. A blinking light appeared on the communication ensign's console. The blinking light filled the entire bridge with its blue glow, and everyone looked over at it. The ensign, aghast at first, opened the channel. This is the refuge transport ABHO1. Are you in need of assistance? Crackled the soft voice on the universal language. Yes, replied the eager ensign. We need help. Help, replied the voice. I will help. Suddenly, a blast of warp light appeared from behind the Guar ship as another ship warped into space and almost immediately fired a huge beam of energy forward. The blasted energy tore through the back plating of the Guar ship, facing no resistance from the directional shields that were currently focused at the front as it attacked the ABHO1. The subsequent secondary explosions from the ship's rear engines led to more chain explosions, which ripped up 2 wings to the front of it. The internal explosions dispersed what little was left of the ship into space at breakneck speeds. Iron Man, I have helped, acknowledged the ship to the ABH-01. We Don't Deal with Humans, written by Noob VS Ater NVM. That's a terrible idea. How will you know? I made a deal with a human once, and what was so bad about it? Some crazy request? No, it just wanted its mom healed. Pretty standard stuff. Then what? Did it try and trick you out of its end of the deal? Not trick per se, but it did have an odd interpretation of our deal. How odd? Well, I asked for its firstborn, as one does. So after I healed its mom, it asked me, when do we start? What? Start what? Wiggles eyebrows. Oh, yeah. You went through with it. I thought, well, that's one way to get the human's firstborn, and it's not like I have somewhere else to be. Must have been pretty bad if you won't deal with humans after that. No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't? Quite the opposite, really. Let's just say those were some memorable 3 minutes. 3 minutes? Oh yeah, humans have their talents. Then what happened to make you quit humans? The next 10 moons were pretty rough. Swollen feet, joints, never-ending back pain, and whenever the first rays of sunshine hit me, I'd start throwing up rainbows. Sounds awful. It wasn't fun, but the worst was the mood swings. Have you ever seen a tree run? I can't say that I have. Neither had I. But when the Fae tries to bond with you while suffering from a nervous breakdown, psychotic rage, and Marian heat must, all at once, life finds a way, fast. Wow, you must have been so glad when it finally ended. You'd think so. But you'd be wrong. How could that ending be a bad thing? We have very thin waists, and humans have very thick heads. Oh my, must have been some agonizing 3 minutes. I wish. You wish it was agonizing. I wish it was 3 minutes. How long does it take for a half-human to come out of you? It started before dawn. It ended after dusk. Poor thing. How did you pull through? You know, the wisest of trees, the most ancient of them all. You mean the barkless lone? Wasn't barkless when I sank my teeth into it. So that's the reason you don't deal with humans. No. You know when you feel the plants sprout and the flowers start to blossom and our sisters wake into this world? It's like that, but much more intense. Personal. I don't know how to explain it, but it ain't bad, really. And in the end, I got my little girl. She can't commune with the forest critters or bloom the plants, but she climbs the trees, she runs through the grass, she cares for every one of the inhabitants of the forest, big or small, and she laughs a lot. To her, everything is new and fun and wonderful. And I can experience all of this through her. As if she were part of me, because she is. When you put it that way, it doesn't sound so bad. It really isn't, and the extra cup sizes are a nice bonus. So why don't you deal with the humans? Mom, I'm going out. Where are you going? Out, door slams. That's why. Well, a couple 100 years and she'll be out of your wings. She's 16. I'll stay away from the humans. Wise choice. End of story. I'd quickly like to thank the T5 peeps: Cold War Boomerwaffen, Severin Cerberus, Bushmaster 177, Henry the Red, Caspar Arnholtz, Cold War Boomerwaffen, Elijah Silvercross, Dragzoon WRE, and Severin Cerberus. Thank you very much.